Right, YouTube intro.
Okay, YouTube intro. So, I'm Will, and a year ago I completed the Arc of Attrition, which is the UK's hardest 100-mile ultramarathon. And the process of training for that and then doing it probably changed my life. So, a couple of weeks ago, I decided that I was going to enter the Spine race, which I'll tell you about at the end of the video, but it's probably the UK's hardest ultramarathon. And I also decided that I was going to document the process of preparing for it through a series of video diaries. So thanks for tuning in, and this is Heading North.
Right, so it's 5 o'clock in the morning. Just got up. Well, I'm not up yet. And yeah, this is going to be what I get up to in a day.
Right, it's like 5:30, made my coffee, wandering to the gym now. Get to the gym, going to throw some weight around. We've got clean and jerks, front squats, and then some accessory work, some overhead press, some box step ups, and some shoulder bits. Just looking forward to that.
Turn and twisting until we can run out. Go and swim. I feel you behind me, ringing balls right next to my ear. Tone was so clear, so that we all could hear. Then the water washed around us, softly holding us still. Did you ever say it? Oh no.
Right, so that's 100. So that was 6 last week, so we're going to try and take the 7 today. Hit cleans before this time though, which I didn't do last week, just jerks, so a bit more lower body fatigue, might only be a 6. Might be less than a 6, we'll find out.
Skinny, skinny, skinny man with a whale to hold his hand. Oh, to trade the places fast, to be swallowed, let him last, let him last, let him last, let him last.
Right, so got my HP supersetted with box step ups, going 24 kilos on both of these, so 2 24 kilo dumbbells.
With all my slippery beginnings, wild linens, sheet twisting, limbs close so hard, mouth so insistent. Did you ever say it? Oh no.
Right, so it's like 20 past 8, which means that I left the house like 3 hours ago, just under 3 hours ago. Been in the gym for about 2.5 hours. Tough session that one this morning, so slight recap. Did triples on cleans, clean jerk, front squat, 3 sets of 7, then overhead press, 3 sets of 6, supersetted some dumbbell overhead press with some box step ups, and then finish off with lateral raises and some skull crushers for triceps. And today's probably biggest or second biggest training day of the week, today on Monday. So on Mondays we hit heavy lower body and then track in the evening. And on Thursdays, which is today, we've got clean jerks and shoulder work in the morning, full body kind of session. And then in the afternoon, I'll probably do it early afternoon, we've got a tempo run. Hey bud. Hello. Hey. Let me go walking. So I tried to film a bit more in the gym this morning. Just a pretty good reminder of like how self-conscious it makes me. And I know it's stupid because like every interaction I've ever had with someone, like be it in the gym if they see me filming, obviously I've got really fun interaction with that guy, or like they come up and ask me about the camera or something, it's always positive interactions. And like, I think you build these things up in your head way more than they actually are. And then also like, there's just this thing of like, by filming, by doing stuff like this, like it almost feels arrogant to think that you've got something worth saying that people want to hear, or you're doing something that's worth watching. But again, like every interaction I've had with people, especially after the film, and just about like, I guess the stuff that I put out there in general has been overwhelmingly positive. Like, and if I want to be a coach, then there has to be a part of that where I say like, I have something worth saying, I have something worth listening to, in my specific area of like training GPP and hybrid. But yeah, it's funny, it's difficult. Right, so I had a bit of a change of plans since yesterday. After the gym, I decided, because I had a free weekend, that I was going to come down to Devon and end up spending 5 hours stuck in traffic because someone crashed into central realisation on the M5. So we didn't get a run in yesterday, but here we are Saturday morning in Westwood Ho. We're about to go do a couple of hours on the coastal path. Tick off, I've not done this section from Westwood Ho through to Bucks Mills yet, so that's new 10k. Murph! And then maybe somewhere between like a 20 and 30k route, so I feel. So yeah. Murph's ready, he's ready to go. Me less so, I haven't got my vest, so might bonk at some point, but gonna have fun. That's where we're going, Heartland Point, about 30k away. Doesn't look it, does it? Pretty steep that. Yeah, pretty steep. It is an absolutely beautiful morning. Sunrise was special, it's so clear. The sea's calm, stunning. Right, 5k check-in. First 2k were pretty lovely. Like just rolling hills, nice and easy. And then the last 3k has just been, oh, that's funny. And then the last 3k has just been relentless. Steep uphill, steep downhill. It's been really hard to maintain any sort of pace. So our average pace has dropped from just under 6s to just over 8s in that time. But hey, a bit worried about kind of timing and hydration, because I haven't got my vest with me. So I'm either gonna have to find a stream or maybe call a little bit early if we get past that kind of 4 hour mark. But it is what it is. Missed the 10k check-in, so this is an 11.5k check-in. About 6k, 7k, like an hour in. A lot of fatigue I was feeling started to drop out, endorphins kicked in, so last 4k felt really good, been really enjoyable. Also was able to run a bit more, and I'm walking now, but yeah, picked an uphill to do this. Yeah, so lots more runnable stretches. Yeah, having a great time.
all the way west with our knife out, headed north.
Hi mate.
with our top
All good, thanks.
down, with our knife out, with our knife out.
Right, 15k check-in. Getting pretty thirsty now, so only 5-6k to go. Big takeaway from this stretch is just like the colours. Because it's autumn, there's like brown all over the floor. You've got the mud. There's incredible visibility out to sea. It's got like bright blue. Look at that green as well. It's actually like sensory overload. It's baffling. Yeah, so beautiful. And spent most of the last hour with 2 hours in now. Spent most of the last hour in temperate rainforest. It's just like crazy to get that in the UK. So yeah, good vibes. More steps. Pretty much finished. That's the view. Not bad.
Yeah, so obviously made the decision yesterday to drive down to Devon and spend the weekend here rather than what my plans were in London. And yeah, despite spending 5 hours in traffic, very glad I did that. I spent this morning about 3 hours on the South West Coast Path, ticked off a bit of the route I'd never done before, which was Westwood Ho to Bucks Mills, a lot hillier than I'd imagined. I do think, like, this is obviously only my opinion, but it's probably the third hardest stretch of the South West Coast Path, that bit between Westwood Ho and like Hartland Quay Bude. So yeah, after the run, went for lunch with Mum in Westwood Ho, and we just come back, made some pasta, which we're going to eat for dinner later. So pretty excited about that. Cool, so thank you very much for making it this far. I'm just going to close off by talking very quickly about what the Spine actually is. So it's a 268 mile continuous ultramarathon, which starts in Edale, which is a village in Derbyshire, near Sheffield, and then runs up the kind of backbone of England, across the border, and finishes in Kirkgetton, which is a town in Scotland. It is the UK's hardest ultramarathon. It's probably one of the top 3 hardest ultramarathons in the world, and it's always been something that kind of feels special to me. I grew up in Holmfirth, which is a village in the Pennines, about 2 miles away from where the route runs. So that was my playground growing up. And ever since I found out about the Spine race, I was both petrified, but I also knew that it was probably one day going to call my name. And now feels like the right time to take it on. So yeah, this is the first of a set of videos following my journey to prepare for it, and I'll see you again in 2 weeks. Cheers.